gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Hold it. You're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world.
I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Pieces and blessings upon all my AKHis and all my sisters out there. Welcome to Split Decision, episode 66. Subscribe below. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live on Split Decision. Shout out to every single one of my AKHis in the chat. To all of the decafs, call in. You guys get a VIP pass. There's been a lot of people hitting me up wanting to debate, but when it's smoke time, they are being a no-show. But as soon as the live is over, they in the comment section talking a bunch of hot bullcrap. They rather say anything and everything except respond to the accusations. So we're going to talk about all of that today. Shout out to OG Swag. We got RLS, Grow Some Cojones and Call In. Shout out to So Cool One, AKHi to go. Appreciate it, my brother. Love the intro. From within. Any decaf wants some smoke, like Mike said, feel free to call in. You get a VIP pass. So OG, make sure you notify me when it comes to any decaf in the comment section. If any decaf wants some smoke, please call in. Man, I'm praying on a decaf to call in. So let's go ahead and get the show started today. There's so much to talk about, from Terrence Crawford to Deontay Wilder. Starting mediation with Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury is not honoring his rematch clause. With that being stated, let's get straight to it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
I appreciate the love and the support in the comment section. Also, if you got any question, you always could throw a super chat, and I will answer the super chat immediately. Other than that, feel free to call in. To all the decafs, like I said, we've been praying on a decaf to call in. So please make our wish come true. Man, I wish Christmas will come early and a decaf or two will call in today. With that being said, let's get straight to it. Starting off with round one. So Terrence Crawford is entertaining the idea to go to PBC. When he was asked, would you go to PBC? He said, absolutely. He will entertain the idea to go to PBC because he only have a couple more months on his contract under Top Rank and ESPN, which is shocking because a year ago, Bob Arum came out and said that Terrence Crawford is signed to Top Rank for life. And I was extremely shocked when Bob said that, but obviously you have to take what Bob said with a grain of salt because he was saying that in order for PBC to make the fight ASAP before the contract run out. However, it seemed not to be true. Terrence Crawford contract most likely going to be up after the Kell Brook fight. If not, there's probably one more fight. They could squeeze in one more fight for Terrence Crawford. Besides that, he'd be free to go. Therefore, Terrence Crawford, he said, at the end of the day, is all business. Forget loyalty, is all business. If ESPN is willing to give me the bag, like a big contract, $100 million, for example, he didn't specifically say that, but I'm just throwing it out there. You know, if they give him a big contract, kind of like they did for Terrence Crawford, for Tyson Fury, then he's willing to entertain the idea to stick with ESPN. Or he said that he would love to go to PBC because the PBC has all the big names. They have all the top guys. The Errol Spence, Sean Porter, Ugas, Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia, all the names he wants to face are with PBC. So he's entertaining the idea of going to PBC once he's a free agent, which it will be a huge power move, a huge power play on the chessboard by Al Heyman. If he could get a guy like Terrence Crawford over to the PBC side, there's already talks of Canelo Alvarez facing Caleb Plant on PBC December 19th. If that's the case, if Al Heyman could get Canelo Alvarez, the biggest star, or he was the biggest star on the zone, to PBC, and also the biggest star on Top Rank on ESPN, Terrence Crawford, to PBC, man, it's monopoly. It's no longer competition in the sport of boxing when it comes to networks. Al Heyman pretty much have all the fighters. Top Rank still have a few. The Zone still have a few. But if we all being honest, Al Heyman, he about to play the game like some monopoly. And can you imagine a tournament in the welterweight division? That will bring boxing back to its heyday, back to life, to the extreme level in the hottest division in boxing, like welterweight. For that division to have a tournament, man, that would be breathtaking right there. So that being said, Terrence Crawford, like I said, he said, forget loyalty. It's all about business. Because now everything that was said, now it all makes sense to him. Because see, at first he had to play the game with ESPN. Obviously, he was signed under ESPN. He couldn't go to Top Rank and tell them, release me out of my contract. Bob Arum already made that mistake once with Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, he paid $750,000 in order to sign, in order to become a free agent, and ended up making $1 billion with Al Heyman. So Bob Arum, he's not about to make that same mistake twice. So obviously Terrence Crawford had to play along, and because Top Rank or Bob Arum couldn't offer Terrence Crawford title matches like unification bouts, so on and so forth at welterweight, his contract most likely going to expire sooner than later. From what I heard, the way Top Rank contract works, if you fight for a championship belt, your contract automatically get extended for like a fight or two. From what I heard, I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. So because Terrence Crawford at 147, he fought Jeff Horn, but after Jeff Horn, I believe he fought Benavidez. I think he also, the Mean Machine guy and Amir Khan, and now Kell Brook. That's 3 fights after Jeff Horn, and he didn't have a title match yet. So obviously, the contract won't get extended, which is good for Terrence Crawford, because now ESPN, they are put in a tough position. Are they going to miss out on the opportunity to make a whole lot of money in the biggest fight, possibly the fight of the decade, between Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence? Are they going to miss out on that type of money and let Terrence Crawford go? Or are they going to overpay Terrence Crawford to stay without guaranteeing him the Errol Spence fight? Because that fight's still not guaranteed. PBC could tell Terrence Crawford, hey, listen, you're a free agent right now. You come to PBC, we will guarantee you all the top names, including Errol Spence. But you stay with Top Rank, we can't promise you anything. ESPN could pay you all that money, but still you won't be able to land the big mega fights. PBC could definitely do that. At the end of the day, it's all business. The networks could care less about what the fans want to see. You know what I mean? So, like I said before, it'd be wise if Terrence go to PBC, but you never know. If ESPN throws that big check to Terrence, then that's all she wrote. However, at this point, loyalty is out of the window for Terrence, because he saw how ESPN treated him throughout the years. They put Lomachenko ahead of him every single time. They said he was pound for pound #1. They disrespected him during an interview with Teddy Atlas, in which they pretty much sold Lomachenko to the public as undefeated while during his interview. So I'm pretty sure seeing that, he saw what ESPN is all about. He saw the double standards a mile away. Therefore, now he knows there's no loyalty in this game. Now Lomachenko lost. However, Terence Crawford is still undefeated. When Terence Crawford, like I told you guys before, Teddy Atlas told Terence Crawford and Andre Ward, you guys not competing with each other. You guys competing with Lomachenko. He told him that like 4 years ago. So Terence Crawford knows what ESPN agenda is all about. Therefore, it'd be wise for him to go to PBC where all the stars are. So that will be a smart power play by Terence Crawford. And the sky's the limit. I mean, you could just imagine all the fights that could take place between Terence and all these welterweights on the PBC roster. Do we have a decaf in the house? Do we have a decaf in the house? Mr. Smith. So, Mr. Smith, Mr. Cap, call in. Quit ducking.
You don't know
you don't know
shit
shit about boxing.
about boxing.
Quit ducking and
You
call
better
in.
not duck me, son.
Grow some
You
cojones.
better not duck
Prove
me,
that you
son.
don't have female parts. Because I have a theory. I think decafs have female parts because they will say anything and everything but call in and debate by answering the questions. So we will see. The number is in the description box. So quit making excuses. Make shit happen. But on to round two. Waiting on the decaf to announce himself. If you are on the press conference, make sure you announce yourself by telling me your area code. Because we want all the smoke.
They call me the problem,
anybody can
but you can call me
get
the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
I'm going to tell you off the jump, I'm going to do you greasy. So since all the decafs got female parts, I guess I'm going to go ahead and move forward when it comes to the show till we have a decaf to announce himself as a decaf with actually cojones. Because now it's official. All the decafs got female parts. They will say anything and everything but call in. But Mike from Boston say I'm a decaf. All right, well, call in. Call in. What's your number? Do you want me to call you or something? Call in. The number is in the description box. So with that being said, I'm gonna just go ahead and move forward till we actually get a decaf to call in. A decaf is a dumb, casual ass fan with no cojones. They took too much steroids that shrink their cojones. Now they got female parts. That's what a decaf is. So call in. All right, we got a decaf. We got a decaf. Decaf alert. Decaf alert. Look, the 617 number, it ain't even here. So I'm gonna pick up the one I see, which is, hold on, 419. I'm gonna pick this decaf. So the other decaf 617, we don't see you. We do not see you. How you doing? Who this is and where you calling from? Hello? 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 Don't get speechless on me now. The pressure got too real or something? We could hear the background, so say something. Oh, so yeah, you decaf's not speechless? You decafs can't say anything on the mic no more? You decaf's choking on the mic? Is that what it is? Hello? Anybody home? Anybody home? Man, you decafs are y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. I mean, come on, man. Oh, you hang up. We all saw you hang up. Again, the decafs got no cojones. These decafs got female parts. You decafs got female parts. You talk crap in the comment section, but won't call in. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on because, like I said, decaf number one exposed. That's a body on my record. Like I said, I knocked him out before he got into the ring. I knocked this decaf out before he got into the ring. He ran back out of the ring. Man, hey. Man, y'all decaf's pathetic, man. Y'all decaf's pathetic. Y'all really don't got no cojones. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. But let me go ahead and talk about something for you till you guys grow some cojones. Go take some steroids and call back. So Caleb Plant, he in serious negotiations with Canelo Alvarez for December 19th on PBC. Now, we don't know if Canelo Alvarez is actually going to go to PBC and sign with PBC, or if he's going to be a free agent and operate the way Mikey Garcia is. Excuse me. Operate the way Mikey Garcia is by fighting on different networks for whatever the best deal available. It might be like that for the moment because him and DAZN did settle out of court, in which they had some type of agreement that they're going to work in the future. I don't know what that means. So for the meantime, there's talks of Canelo versus Caleb Plant in December 19th, which is a huge fight for Canelo Alvarez. You could say Canelo Alvarez best opponent yet since the Lara fight. Caleb Plant is definitely a good, proven fighter. Stylistically, he should definitely give Canelo Alvarez problem. However, Canelo Alvarez experience level and the pressure he most likely put on Caleb Plant, that will also trouble Caleb Plant as well. This is a good fight. It should favor Canelo. Canelo should be the favorite. However, like I said, on paper, stylistically, it might favor Caleb Plant, but Canelo, I know what he sees in Caleb Plant. I think he sees the fact that he could apply pressure and most likely corner Caleb Plant in the ropes. That way he could do damage. I mean, that's easier said than done, but at the end of the day, Canelo Alvarez been pressing for this fight when it comes to Caleb Plant. You know, he's been entertaining this fight the most. And when you go from Ivini to Caleb Plant, you can't complain. We all happy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to Canelo Alvarez, I know the fights we want to see are Charlo and Andre. We've been calling those fights for the past 5 years. However, at the end of the day, or at least tonight, when you go from Ivini, a guy who's coming off a loss, a guy who lost to Banks Jr., to Caleb Plant, that's a huge difference. That's a huge class. That's a huge step in class. So, like I said before, we're not complaining when it comes to Canelo versus Caleb Plant. Hopefully this fight get made. And if PBC are able to sign Canelo, one of the biggest stars in the sport of boxing, he was supposedly the biggest star on DAZN. Not Terrence talking about going to PBC. So Al Heyman is definitely making huge power moves in the sport of boxing. So Tim said Canelo's going to win. OG, tell him, don't make excuses. I got people on the chat right now, but obviously, my Akis is gonna have to wait a little bit. We are looking for a decaf. We looking for some smoke, but these decafs don't have no cojones. So we're gonna have to see one that actually have some cojones to call in. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a call right after this topic. We should have 250 likes right now. We should have 250 likes at least. So I know we have a lot of decafs in the house. So don't let the decafs outweigh my keys. I'm trying to get my keys to show up. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about what Wilder had to say when it came to Tyson Fury claiming that he will never fight Deontay Wilder again. So Wilder, he came out and now he's enforcing a trilogy fight with Fury through mediation this week. It's pretty much a arbitration matter, a legal matter, where they bring in a judge out of retirement to look into the agreement bonding Fury to fight Wilder in a trilogy match. So for the people that don't know, due to the pandemic, the fight got postponed to December 19th. However, ESPN and Fox came to a mutual agreement that they cannot host the fight on December 19th because of the fact there's a lot of college football games that's going on that night. Therefore, they rather pick a different date. So they wanted both teams to push the fight to January 2021. Wilder was like, okay, I mean, if that's what you guys want, I'm cool with it. Tyson Fury agreed as well, but then he tried to say that, oh, well, my rematch clause is expired. I'm free to go because we didn't agree on this final date. He tried to blame it on Wilder when it wasn't Wilder. It was ESPN and Fox agreed that that day was horrible because of all the football games. But Tyson Fury, he said he don't want to delay his fight with AJ in the UK, but that's a bunch of bullcrap because AJ has a fight against Pulev coming up. So if you fight a month right after AJ, what's the big deal? What's the big delay? He also mentioned the health issue. A month is not going to make Fury go crazy. That sounds like a bunch of excuses by Tyson Fury. So for the moment, where we stand, for all the people that may wonder what is going to happen next, the judge will rule if Fury owes Wilder a rematch or not. Fury could also refuse to fight, but he will be ordered to pay serious damages. He will be ordered to pay for some serious damages that, which I don't think he wouldn't do that. I don't think he will go that far. So the process is getting started. Now, one way Tyson Fury could avoid the fight if he really want to is give up the WBC belt, because that's pretty much was bonding him to a rematch is the WBC belt. Therefore, if he vacate the belt, then most likely he won't have to honor the rematch clause. But that's going to be a horrible look on his behalf, especially if he goes to the the AJ fight without the WBC belt. So it's not for undisputed. Therefore, he's not bringing nothing to the table. Ram only said Fury don't want smoke. It's going to be bad this time. Yeah, he definitely don't want the smoke. And we could clearly see that because at the end of the day, or at least tonight, I'm going to talk about it in a little bit. But I mean, let's talk about it right now. Like Remy said, think about it. While Fury all of a sudden is running from the trilogy match, when the trilogy match is now bigger than all of the fights. It's bigger than the first two Wilder fights. It's also bigger than the AJ fight because the Glovegate scandal made the fight bigger than ever. I'm telling you guys, I meet people every day. I'll talk to people every day. Casual boxing fans, fans that don't watch the sport of boxing at all, and they are informed about Tyson Fury cheating. They are informed about Tyson Fury cheating Wilder. People that didn't even watch the fight. So this made the fight bigger than ever. So why is Tyson Fury all of a sudden is running from the trilogy match? From all this money to fight a nobody in the UK. What sense does that make? Why not honor your rematch clause? You are obligated to anyways. Why not make all this money, all this easy money? Because supposedly he beat Wilder like he stole some in the rematch. And he said he ain't a thief. Wilder called him a thief. He said he ain't a thief. So if you innocent and that was pure skill on your behalf, why run from the trilogy match when it's easy money? You could make 50 to 60 to possibly 80 million by easily beating Deontay Wilder a third time, like the way the decafs claim. So why is Tyson Fury running all of a sudden from all this free money? Unless that smoke is getting too real. That smoke might cost him his life, like it almost did in the first fight when he was cheating and tampered with his left hand, and he nearly lost his life when Wilder put him nearly in a coma. That's why Tyson Fury is trying to avoid the trilogy match, because when it's not on an even playing field, he wants none of that smoke. That's why he's not trying to honor his rematch clause. That's why he's not trying to clear his name. That's why he's not trying to prove the doubters wrong and fight Deontay Wilder the third time to prove that he did not cheat the second time. Why not prove to the world you did not cheat? He's already refusing to answer the questions. So the least you could do is go into the ring, make $60 million, honor your rematch clause, and display to the world why you did not cheat the second time around. But he rather duck Deontay Wilder instead. Because just like Billy Joe Saunders, they won't fight these fighters on the coincidental list without cheating. They won't fight these fighters on the coincidental list with even playing fields. Billy Joe Saunders showed us a perfect example when it came to Andre. He took steroids. Then when the fight got canceled and Andre tried to fight him a second time, he turned it down. He telling you, I'm only willing to fight Andre if I take steroids. And that's Tyson Fury best friend. Tyson Fury did the same thing. When he fought Klitschko, he cheated. He took steroids. When he fought Wilder, he tampered with his gloves. So it's clear as day that Tyson Fury ruined his legacy. The fact that he cheated will always be attached to his name. The man couldn't even answer a simple question. We did not ask Tyson Fury to perform a magic trick. We only asked Tyson Fury to respond to the accusations by Deontay Wilder. How is the glove bending in 90 degrees? Why could we see the knuckles through the right glove? How come you dented Deontay Wilder's head? How is that even physically possible? 3 simple questions. He'd rather say a bunch of nothing than respond to the accusations. Like I said before, they will say anything and everything, but respond to the actual accusations. So that's why Tyson Fury is guilty. I mean, think about it. Tyson Fury broke his silence like a day or two ago by claiming Wilder will never catch on to me. What does that mean? You only say you will never catch on to me is when you say you will never catch on to me cheating. If you are being accused of cheating, why would you say you will never catch on to me? Well, he also followed it up because obviously he nearly said the wrong thing. He said, well, he never going to catch on to me for a trilogy fight. He said, I would probably sue him for $100 million for defamation, but I'm not that type of a guy. What kind of bullcrap is that? If somebody accusing your character and you are innocent, why wouldn't you somebody for defamation? Remember, Floyd Mayweather tried to fight Manny Pacquiao for the first time in 2009, in which Manny Pacquiao turned down the fight due to drug test, due to pretty much a steroid test. in which Manny Pacquiao, a little bit after, I think like a few months after, when Floyd Mayweather started accusing Manny Pacquiao of being on steroids because he refused to take the Olympic style testing, Manny Pacquiao actually he filed a lawsuit against Floyd Mayweather for defamation. However, Tyson Fury, Wilder is accusing him in front of the whole world. You cheated. And he won't file a lawsuit? If you're innocent, why wouldn't you sue Deontay Wilder unless you are actually guilty? Now he want to talk about all this disrespect, him trying to destroy my character. He will never get a fight. Meanwhile, he was trashing Klitschko the whole time, and Klitschko still gave him a fight. But Tyson Fury can't handle the truth. That's why. He can't handle the truth. It's too painful. The fact that he cheated and he know it, it's too painful. It's hurting his pride. But that's what tends to happen when you try to commit and attempt a murder in front of the whole world. Like I said, Tyson Fury will say anything and everything but respond to the actual accusations. And it's a shame. It's shameful for Tyson Fury to cheat, but it's also shameful for all these medialists to protect Tyson Fury and cover for him. Like I said, that hope insurance is too real. Tyson Fury got the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. That hope insurance is better than Geico. I'm telling you guys, for people to interview Tyson Fury and not ask him the $1 million question, which he's being accused of. Why is your left hand, when you threw a left hook against Wilder in the first fight, why was your hand rotating in 90 degrees or bending in 90 degrees? It's not physically possible. Can you explain how did that happen? Can you bend your hand in front of the camera? Can you display how your hand was bending in 90 degrees, from 90 to 100 degrees? Can you explain why we could see your knuckles printed on the right glove? Can you explain how you had so much power that night all of a sudden that you caused the dent on Deontay Wilder's head? These are the accusations that Tyson Fury being accused of. And they rather say anything and everything than ask him the $1 million questions. So, do we have a decaf in the house? We should have 500 likes. And we should also have a decaf in the house, at least. Like I said before, you decafs, someone need to show that they have cojones. You decafs, you making a fool out of yourselves. Yes, sir. It is way better than Geico. That hope insurance is way better than Geico. What's your number? What's your number, Joey? What is your number? What is your number? I'm still 954. All right. Finally. We got it. Is this Joey?
Yes, it is.
All right, let's talk about it. So you think Wilder is blowing smoke?
Oh no. So let me just make this clear. So I can only talk about Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, not what I talked about last time.
What you talk about last time?
The last time I came on this show, the last one from blow by blow, when we talked about Devin Haney.
Oh, you want to talk about Devin Haney?
Yeah.
Damn, man, we want to talk about Wilder. Hold on, give me a second. Does
I mean,
is
like, I
there
could talk about
anybody in the
Wilder,
is
but
there
it's just the
anybody
thing.
is it hold on, is there anybody in the chat that want to talk about Wilder? Do you disagree with Wilder? Let me ask you this question. Do you believe that Wilder blown
Yeah.
smoke? Right?
Nah. I'm gonna be real with you, man. Everything you said, for the most part, I agree with. I saw the proof and I saw the facts.
So you believe
The only thing I think.
So you think Tyson
Huh?
Fury? So you agree Tyson Fury cheated?
Absolutely. I mean, come on. You even look at the Mayweather channel. They tried to show you how the way Tyson Fury punched, if he didn't have no padding, or if he was using his hand, he would break his hand. That would only hurt him. A bunch of boxers tried that in the Mayweather gym themselves and said that would only hurt them in the ring, not give them knockout power. So it don't make no sense how he was able to drop Deontay Wilder.
So you don't think Tyson Fury cheated?
I do think Tyson Fury cheated. That's what I just said.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, if you think Tyson Fury cheated, we could go ahead and talk about all right, because obviously this is honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. This is a Wilder Fury situation. Like this live is about Wilder versus Fury. But I'm gonna talk to you about whatever you want to talk about for 5 minutes, because I really want to talk about Wilder versus Fury situation. But go ahead and talk about whatever you want to talk about.
I mean, I could wait afterwards because. Or I could wait afterwards for this because it might take a little more than 5 minutes.
All right, yeah, we'll do that.
What I got to say.
Yeah, we'll do that. All right, we'll do that.
Enough?
Or I'm gonna have a show in like a day or two, and we could talk about it then if we don't make it today. So, like I said, if you want to talk about Haney versus that, yeah, we talk about it at different times. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, we want some Wilder smoke today.
I bet.
All right, say no
I'll
more.
let you handle it, man.
I got you.
Take it easy.
Yes, sir. Hey, now Joe, he agreed. Tyson Fury cheated. You know what I'm saying? Tyson. So at the end of the day, all you decaps in the comment section, you guys will say anything and everything but call in. You decaps don't have no cojones. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. Who run the world? Decaps. Beyonce need to change that song for real. It's the remix version. So I'm go ahead and pick up a call. How you doing? Who this is and where you calling from?
Calling from California.
What's going on? Talk to me.
So yeah, I disagree with you about the Wilder situation. Everything you're saying, I disagree with.
Man, that's what's up, man. Hey, we've been waiting on you. You know that, right?
I mean, yeah, I've been on the line.
Why you didn't announce yourself? We've been waiting on you. Why you didn't announce yourself?
I announced myself like 50 times if you're looking at chat, but
all right. Well, we finally got you here. All right. So finally we got you here. So you disagree with what Wilder said. You think he blown smoke, just to make that clear, right?
Yeah, I don't agree with anything that he's been saying at all.
All right. Well, can you logically explain to me how was Tyson Fury left glove bending in 90 to 100 degrees while he was throwing a left hook?
I think the glove was loose. I will admit that in the first fight, Tyson Fury's glove was a little bit loose. It was doing some weird things. So you might have a little something there, but that was the first fight.
That don't make no sense. We could go to the second fight. We're going to go to the second fight. Don't worry about it. But I'm saying in order to go to the second fight, you have to be able to respond to the first question. When you go see, when you in the courthouse and the judge asks you a simple question, if you do not respond to the question logically, then you are guilty. Then you could lose the case. So I hope you're not trying to lose the case. I hope you're not trying to lose the case. So
that's not how it works.
All right, but you didn't answer the question. You didn't answer the question. You didn't answer the question.
I did answer it.
You said the glove was a little loose. What that mean? That don't explain how the glove was bending in 90 to 100 degrees. Explain to me how a glove could bend from 90 to 100 degrees while he throwing a left hook?
Like I said, it was loose. Clearly, from watching it,
What's the loose? Okay,
not...
what's the glove being loose got to do with the glove bending in 90 degrees? That don't explain anything. How is it?
Okay,
Okay, if the glove is loose, what
how
that
is that
explain?
not explain it? How is that not? Well, how do you explain it then? If it's not loose, how did it?
Okay, so you admit you don't got no answers, right?
No, I gave you the answer.
You know, that's the answer is incorrect. The answer makes no sense at all. The answer makes no sense.
What is
Tyson Fury fist was in the palm area.
Happen then if it wasn't
Tyson Fury fist was in the palm area. That's why the glove was bending in 90 degrees while he was throwing a hook. So he was connecting with bare knuckle, which co-signs that allegations. Therefore, you yourself, you got stuck. You choking, man. You don't know. You don't got the answers.
No, I'm not.
So
I'm not.
So how the glove? How's the glove bending in 90 degrees then?
For his palm to be in the area.
I didn't answer your question. That question is no. The question is simple. How is the glove bending in 90 degrees? If you disagree with what I said,
was loose.
The glove being loose,
no, it doesn't work like that.
No. Okay, I got a glove.
You're not
answering
my question.
All right. I got a glove. If I could have my glove without no laces, if I throw a hook, my glove is not gonna bend in 90 degrees. So what you saying don't even make logical sense. I could tell you never boxed a day on. I could tell you never boxed a day in your life, because when you wear a glove, I could have no laces on the glove at all. It could be as loose as any glove in the world. I mean, it could be the loosest glove in the world. And if I throw a left hook, the glove is not going to bend in 90 degrees. That don't explain how Tyson Fury glove is bending in 90 degrees. I could tell you've been watching a lot of decaf channels, a lot of troll channels. That's why you stuck. So answer the question.
You haven't given me a chance to say anything yet.
Go ahead. All right, take the stand. Take the stand.
Okay, let's move on to the second
question. No.
Okay.
Why are we gonna move on to the second question when you can't even answer the first question? What sense does that make? If you're in the courtroom and they're asking you a question, I'm not asking you to perform a magic trick. I'm asking you a simple question. How is Tyson Fury left glove bending in 90 degrees while he's throwing a left hook? See, my hand can't bend in 90 degrees. So if your hand could bend in 90 degrees, you could call in live right now and show me how your hand is bending 90 degrees. But the question is very simple. How is the glove bending in 90 degrees?
Well, if his glove is loose, it could bend in 90 degrees.
No, it's not. No, that don't make no sense. How?
So if the glove is, you're saying the glove wasn't loose.
How is that possible? Okay, I'll bring a glove.
So the glove wasn't loose.
I got a glove in the house. Give me a second. I'm about to make this decaf look so dumb right now. No mercy on these decafs. All right, so I got a glove right now. Hey, look, just to show you guys, I don't got nothing on it. I'm not even gonna connect it. So is my glove bending 90 degrees? It's loose. Is my glove bending 90 degrees? Exactly, decaf. You don't got the answers, decaf. You don't got the answers.
Put your fist in the area the way you say.
No, you said if the glove is loose, which I don't even got no laces, none of that, it will bend in 90 degrees. So I'm showing you right now, I'm bending my hand, and I got my hand all the way in the glove. I'm bending my hand, and you see how much it is. It's not even a 30-degree angle. It's not even a 45-degree angle, because it's not possible for a brand new glove to bend in 90 degrees, decaf. That's why you don't got the answers, decaf. But you want to disagree. However, you stuck right now. So answer the question.
You're not going to let me talk.
Okay, go ahead, talk. Go ahead, talk. Take the stand.
Okay. In order for him to get his hand into the area of the glove that you say it is, the glove would have to be loose, right?
The glove is already loose. We saw the glove. The left hand was looser than the right hand in the first fight. Duh. But you said that the glove was bending in 90 degrees because it was loose, which is clearly not true. As we all see right here, the glove is loose. The glove don't got no laces. I can't bend my hand in 90 degrees. So what you said is false. So I want you to explain to the world why you disagree with Wilder. How is Tyson Fury glove bending in 90 degrees?
Oh my God, we both admitted it. The glove had to be loose in order for either of us to be right. In order for him to get his fist, and that
my accusation correct. We could see Tyson Fury fist in the palm area, that's why the glove was bending in 90 degrees. A world champion displayed that on footage, Steve Cunningham. Don't worry about what I said cosigns the allegations. That's why we accusing Tyson Fury of cheating. What you said makes no logical sense. So explain to me, how did the glove bend in 90 degrees? It's a simple question.
Hold on. Okay, but my question is, how can his wrist be there if the glove isn't loose?
Hey, look, you asked me a question. I answered a question. I'm asking you a question. You stuck. So you answer the question. You don't get to ask questions. You answer the question first right now. You stuck.
Okay, so that's how you do it. You just ask weird random questions and you don't let the other person talk.
No, that's not asking weird questions. That's the actual accusations, Decaf. That's the actual accusations. The accusation is how the hell Tyson Fury glove is bending in 90 degrees.
Because the glove was loose. Are you crazy? The glove wasn't loose.
My glove is loose right now. My glove is loose. It's not bending in 90 degrees.
So
how
did the glove bend then?
Because
how did the glove bend if it wasn't loose?
Because his fist was right here, and when the glove was when he was throwing a hook, the glove was bending like that. While he was throwing a hook, that's why.
How did he get his
right
fist?
Here. That's why.
How did he get his hand there if the glove wasn't loose?
Well, we saw the pictures which show his fist in the palm area, Decaf. I got the answers. You don't have the answers. So
if his hand was there, wouldn't the glove have to be loose in order for it to get there?
Duh. You act like you're making a point.
So you agree with me? The glove was loose. You just agree with everything that
I said the glove was loose from the jump. During my actual video, I made the accusations.
That's what
I pointed out that the glove was loose. How you gonna tell me? I pointed out that the glove was loose. That's why he was able to put his fist in the palm area in order to cheat in the first fight. You ain't making no sense.
So I didn't say, it wasn't me who said the glove was loose. You're saying now, right?
Decaf.
I'm pretty sure that's what I said. I said that it was loose.
He said, she said, I don't care about what he said. He said, she said, he. I care about that. Dude, how is the glove bending in 90 degrees? I'm asking you a simple question. We haven't moved past the first point. How is the glove bending in 90 degrees? If you don't got the answers, I got to let you go.
The glove was loose, like I said from the beginning.
That don't explain how the glove is bending in 90 degrees. I already displayed it. Can you show? Okay, all right. How about you show us? Okay, I'm gonna send you a link, and I want you to connect with us on the live right now and show us how the glove is bending in 90 degrees. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can show you. The glove is loose.
Okay, can you show us? I'm about to send you the link. No. I'm about to send you the link right now. I want you to show us on live. You know, I'm gonna send you a link. You could click on it on your phone, and it will take you right to the live with me. And I want you to put on a pair of gloves and show me how, when the glove is loose, you could put your hand all the way in the glove, and the glove is going to bend in 90 degrees. You're going to do that? You're going to display to the world?
Sure.
That?
Yeah. Easily. I can.
All right. So send me send me a message on Instagram right now.
I don't have your Instagram. What's your Instagram?
AKHi TV. AKHi _T.V. And while you're doing so, Decaf, do you know any fighter in history that their glove was bending in 90 degrees, since you don't have the answers?
I did have the answer. I said the glove was loose.
Is there any fighter in history that their glove was bending in 90 to 100 degrees while they were throwing a hook?
I have no idea.
Oh yeah, you don't have no idea, but you disagree with the accusations. Nobody in history
I do.
Nobody in history gloves bend it in 90 degrees, but you disagree with the accusations. What sense does that make?
You're not explaining any of the other stuff you're saying though. Explain it. Explain how he cheated.
Explain what?
Where's the evidence? Where
your
is
eyes is the
evidence?
Your eyes is the evidence. The glove rotating at 90 degrees. We could see Tyson Fury fist in the palm area while he throwing a hook. You could clearly see it. So if you want to act like Stevie Wonder, but while you have the blessing of having a vision, it's 2020, my brother. It's 2020. We all got 2020 vision over here. Alhamdulillah at the end of the day. But you act like Stevie Wonder. You act like you don't see the glove bending in 90 degrees. You act like you don't see Tyson Fury fist in the palm area.
From the beginning, I've said the glove was loose. I have admitted that.
I'm still waiting on you to send me your Instagram message. I'm still waiting on you so you can join my live. No. I want you to come on live right now. I want you to come on live. No.
You don't want to have this conversation because you know
what conversation? You haven't even answered me one time. What conversation?
Fury cheated in the second fight. How? Tell me how it happened.
All right. Since you already stuck, you waved the white flag when it came to the first accusations. You don't have the answer. You capping about hitting me up on Instagram, which you clearly didn't. So let's move on to the next accusation. How you explain Tyson Fury right glove? You could see his knuckles printed. His knuckles printed on the right glove. How you explain that?
So that's your proof?
How you explain that? Can you see Tyson Fury knuckles on his right glove?
The photograph you're talking about? You're talking about the photo?
Yeah, the photograph. So you think the photo is fake?
I have no idea. All I know is you can't see it in the video. You watch the fight over again.
Okay,
the photo anywhere there.
The photo where it was taken by a photographer. The photo is organic. The photographer took photos for Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Canelo Alvarez, and so many legendary fighters in the game. All his pictures are 100% authentic, and he confirmed the photos were real. And after Tyson Fury got exposed, he actually took down the whole gallery. We don't know why, but he definitely will be on the stand in court. But my question to you is, in that photo, we could clearly see Tyson Fury knuckles printed on the right glove. How is that possible? Have you ever seen a glove like that before? If so, who?
Where was the egg weight?
That's not my question. I asked you, why can we see Tyson Fury knuckles on Tyson Fury right gloves?
I thought there was
No. My question to you is very simple. How can we see Tyson Fury knuckles printed on the right glove? Take the stand.
Because I don't believe the photo is legitimate. That's why.
So you admit that photo of Tyson Fury knuckles, that looks suspicious. That looked like Tyson Fury gloves were tampered with. You do agree with that?
It's a photograph. There's no way to authenticate it.
In that photo, you agree that Tyson Fury, that photo looked like the glove was tampered with.
Why isn't it on the video of the fight?
Okay. Answer the question. Stop deflecting. Answer the question.
I just did answer the question. I did answer the question.
Do you believe that photo?
You answer my...
No. Do you believe that photo? Do you believe that photo? That photo where Tyson Fury knuckles look printed, like his knuckles look printed through the glove. You agree that glove, that photo, them gloves look tampered with.
Wait. Where was the egg weight? Explain the egg weight. Where was it?
See, you don't got the answers. You don't got the answer, decafs. You don't got the answer. You keep talking about the photo ain't real, but I just confirmed that the photographer confirmed is 100% authentic. So
where is the egg weight though? Explain that part.
Hey, you know where it's at? You know where it's at? It's in your a-hole because you're full of shit. So you got knocked out, decaf. You got knocked out, decaf. Like I said, they will say anything but everything, but respond to the actual accusations. So take this L, decaf. Like I said, they will say anything and everything but respond to the actual accusations. Everybody go ahead, click on the like button. Like I said, another body on my record. I wish a decaf would call in, and when they do call in, they act like it ain't 2020. They act like they don't got 2020 vision. They want to act like Stevie Wonder. However, they want, even though they blessed with having vision. But Your mind is useless when your eyes are blind to the truth. How you doing, IQ? Who this is and where are you calling from? Hello?
AKHi. It's your boy Jay. Call out of that. Oh, what it do, bro?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, you saw this decap. He said he was going to call in live
That
with me.
dumbass that just got off the phone?
Yeah.
That jackass that just got off the phone?
Right. But hold on. Let's not scare him, man. I'm not trying to scare the decaps away. Hey, let's not do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm having a hard time to get the decaps to call in. I'm having a hard time.
I just got to cook on it.
I know we're going to cook on them. We're going to cook on them, but I'm having a hard time to receive decafs calls. So we're trying to be a little nice to them. You know what I'm saying? But I just want to point out the fact that he said he was going to put on a pair of gloves and join the show. I was going to send him the link through Instagram. However, he never texts me through IG because these decafs don't have no cojones, man. I told you they have female parts. I recently discovered that. And this right here proves it. They will say anything and everything, but respond to the accusations. You know what I'm saying? It's all deflection tactics. When you go to the courtroom, when you go to the courtroom and you present it a question, you're not going to be able to deflect and ask another question in order to deflect. In order to deflect. However, see, with him, when he asking me questions, I'm responding to him automatically. However, when what I say makes sense, makes logical sense. What he says makes no absolute sense. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on, my brother? Talk to me.
What's up with it, IQ? What's up with it? Salute to the chat. Salute to OG Swag, my brother in the chat. To you decaf in the comment section. Boy. Y'all smoking on some of that good shit, man. Because this man straight up said, I don't believe there's some up with the photos. So you're basically calling the photographer who was at the fight, who actually clarified officially that those photos were 100% authentic. You're calling him a liar?
No. You know what he did by saying that? He admitted the gloves. No. What happened was he admitted that the photos looked tampered with because he said, "Oh, the photos look fake." Because if those photos are real, then yeah, Tyson Fury cheated because I can see his knuckles. That's what he said. But these decafs are too slow. If I had a lower IQ, I could have enjoyed his pathetic debate. But I got a higher IQ. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I lose brain cells talking to decafs. So hopefully I donated some to his ass. So, excuse my language. But let's cook on something new. Let's cook on something new. Because, you know, they want to talk about, you know, Wilder said something about the egg weights, this and that. At the end of the day, listen. Nicholas Asbury, Tyson Fury's sparring partner, he came out and said he found egg weights in Tyson Fury tampered gloves. You know what I'm saying? He also got that on footage where he saw Tyson Fury tampered gloves and showed it to the world. The coach, Asbury, co-signed them accusations. So we have witnesses, we have doctors where Deontay Wilder's head is dent. Therefore, the evidence are overwhelming. And when you go to court, you're not going to be able to deflect. So if Wilder says something about an egg weight, it ain't just an egg weight. It could be an object in the glove. It could also be the same thing that Margarito did, in which he put whatever plastic in his glove. It's so many ways to cheat. And only a cheater knows how to get away with cheating. But the decafs will say anything and everything but respond to the actual accusations. But let me talk with you about this right here. You know, Breeland, he responded to Deontay Wilder with a long, you know, to Deontay Wilder accusations with a long message by sharing Teddy Atlas video, which was highly suspect to me. You know, this is what he said. He said, I have never seen things I'm seeing now. He said, I have never seen things I'm seeing now. You know, when he was talking about Wilder accusations, right? And he shared a long message. I'm not gonna read it all because, like I said, he didn't really defend himself or say anything. He just said the people that know me, they know I won't do such a thing. And he went and talked about, that's my daughter told me about making a social media account because that's what I need a social media account for, is for things like this, when there's heat on you, right? But he said all of that, but he really didn't respond to Deontay Wilder other than share Teddy Atlas video, which was highly suspect to me. Let me explain why. It's one thing if Breeland just defended himself, but to side with old media, even against Feedy cheating, is highly suspect to me. You know, it's one thing if he want to say, you know, yeah, I didn't spike your water, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, even though we saw Wilder, you know, wipe off his gloves, you know what I mean, on his eye, like he was falling asleep, like he was trying to keep himself awake. You know, he kept rubbing his eyes like he was trying to keep himself awake, you know. But at the end of the day, when you go to court, you have to have hard evidence when it comes to things like that. I'm pretty sure he has something going on. You know, I'm pretty sure he got some evidence, some hard evidence. You know, when it came to Breeland spiking his water. But like I said, for Breeland not to respond to Wilder accusations, however, he shares a video of Teddy Atlas claiming that Wilder is making all types of excuses. The excuses are ridiculous. Remember, Teddy Atlas is the same guy back in Glovegate 1.0. When we only found out about Tyson Fury left hand alone, that he tampered with his left hand only by placing his fist in the palm area. Teddy came out and said, how is that even if it's true, how is that even helpful? How is it helpful? He's not going to be able to punch with it. If he get, you know, if he's able to extend his reach 3 inches, well, how's that going to help him? How's that going to be beneficial? Because, you know, he's not going to be able to have power with it. How is he going to be able to punch with it? He started saying all these silly things when we all know it's helpful because he pretty much punching bare knuckle from inside of the glove. So he connecting bare knuckle on that left hook. That's how it's helpful. This ain't bare knuckle brawl at the end of the day. This ain't bare knuckle fighting. Both fighters have to be on an even playing field. So Teddy Atlas came out and pretty much said, I mean, if Tyson Fury tampered with his left hand, it's okay. You know what I mean? He still got more skills. He using Decaf's talk points. And I made a video on that and I exposed every talk point by Teddy Atlas, right? So for you know, what's his name? For Breeland to actually share Teddy Atlas video when Teddy made no sense at all. He kept talking about the commission. We talking about the same commission that never busted anybody in the past cheat. We know fighters cheated in the past. Margarito, Maidana was trying to cheat. What's that guy back in 1983? What's his name?
Luis Presto.
Luis Resto. All these guys cheated in the past, right? So why if the commission is there, why they didn't bust Margarito? Why they didn't bust Resto? However, he want to talk about how the commission is there. This is the same guy that when he was on Joe Rogan podcast, he was talking about how the boxing is so corrupted. There's so many loopholes in the sport of boxing that fighters are taken advantage of by cheating. He said that like 2 years ago. All of a sudden now he defending Tyson Fury blind, ignoring all the accusations, ignoring the doctors, ignoring the witnesses, ignoring Tyson Fury's sparring partners. And he want to rely on the commission that never did their job before. However, now all of a sudden we expecting them to do their job when Tyson Fury cut off the camera in the dressing room and they said they saw nothing irregular.
The damn, you know what I'm saying? Camera off.
We could see Tyson Fury knuckles printed on the right glove. They want to say we see nothing irregular. We see Tyson Fury left glove bending, rotating in 90 degrees. They say they see nothing irregular. And Teddy Atlas saying is nothing but a bunch of excuses when we know being cheated and making excuses are two different things. So when Breeland co-signed with them, like I said, that was highly suspect on my behalf. Like I was like, man, that's highly suspect. I remember when Wilder talked about, Breeland betraying him, he said, listen, this man, he got connect with he said, hold on, give me a second. I gotta read the super chat. Basement Doc, appreciate the love and support. Shout out AKHi. I appreciate the love, my brother. So, like I said, Breeland, Deontay Wilder pointed out that this man, he trained in Kronk's gym and he got connects over there. So he felt like Breeland betrayed him because he knows that Wilder always tell his team that, listen, regardless of what happens, I'm willing to go out on my shield. I always say I want to catch a body, so I can't say that and be not be willing to go out on my shield, right? So Wilder was saying all these things like, man, I told all my team, I made it clear every single time, never stop the fight because I got that one bomb squad that could end the fight. And Breeland stopped the fight when Wilder was actually still in the fight. I won't say he was about to come back and win. I don't think he would have been able to under the under the situation he was under the double standard. Under the double standards he was facing. However, he threw a left hook right before they stopped the fight, just to point out that Wilder was still there. And Breeland threw the white towel. That was highly suspect to Wilder because Breeland had that guilty look on his face when he stopped the fight, like he was in on the dirt, is what I'm saying. So the fact that he now sharing, Teddy Atlas video calling Wilder, a champion of excuses, when Cotto went through the same thing during Teddy Atlas' time, is highly suspect to me. So what's your take on all of that? What I pretty much told you. Because, Wilder also right after the fight, he said that everything that was wrong took place 15 minutes before the fight.
That is a beautiful, beautiful question, my brother. Breeland, to answer that, man, honestly, Breeland, I would have never expected him to be a crab in the bucket trainer, to be honest with you, bro. I always thought he was that.
Yeah, hold that real quick. Let me just respond to this. Pace Styles.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Larry of JD's also. What do you mean by that, brother? Like, do you know JD's personally, or you mean like, what do you mean by that? Please clarify. But I appreciate the love and support. But yeah, like I said, even JD's, he said, man, Breeland knew not to stop the fight. He knew how, as Wilder's always willing to go out on his shield. So yeah, what was your take on all of that?
Breeland, out of all people, out of 40 plus fights with Deontay Wilder, should know the mindset of the Brahms bomber. He should know damn well that Deontay wants to go out like the true warrior that he is. For one, I just want to clarify to all the decals listening in. Deontay Wilder was not in and out of that fight. He was not out of it, not one bit. He was in the fight at the beginning of the rounds. He was never out of the fight.
Yeah, but because,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but because Tyson Fury gloves were tampered with, it's fair to say he was out of the fight, but he didn't know about it. However, Breeland, he felt like Breeland knew about it. That's why he threw in the white towel. Even though Wilder got that bomb squat, that one punch that could even out the playing field at any situation, Breeland knew what Wilder was up against. That's why Wilder felt like he was the snake in the camp. Now, a lot of people are giving Wilder hell for it. Wilder everybody are accusing Wilder of this, Wilder of that. He saved your life, but again, they not looking at what's between the lines, and that's what Wilder is pointing out to the world.
And that's the beauty of, I'm glad you brought that up, and that's the beauty of it. People are talking about how he saved Wilder's life and this and that. Okay, let's play devil's advocate here. Maybe Breeland did save Deontay Wilder's life, but at the same damn time, you're doing business at a gym where Tyson Fury's coach, who was in on the dirt, was at, and you were connected with that? You're connected with that gym? And you're the trainer of Brahms Bomber? Come on, man. That's hugely suspect.
Yeah,
That's huge suspect.
Yeah, before I respond to that, Joey, appreciate the super chat, my brother. Let me know when you talking about Haney, Loma, or Lopez. I want to first crack at it. You're losing, my G. You want to talk last? I will wait. Number 100. Decaf wants some smoke. Joey, don't do it to yourself. But I got you when I got time about that topic. You want to get murdered.
Don't do it.
It's murder. It's life on the line. But it's all right. You know what I'm saying? Teach his own. But yeah, like I said, he got, pretty much connection with the, Kronk gym, and he trained there. And so at the end of the day, like I said, when it comes to court, you have to have hard evidence at the end of the day. Accusations is not going to cut it. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to the spike water, when it comes to Breeland, Wilder is definitely going to need hard evidence, more so, right? But when it came to when it came to the gloves, that's the evidence are overwhelming. When it comes to Tyson Fury cheating, the evidence are overwhelming. When it comes to Breeland, that's where it's a 50-50. You know what I'm saying? So I think Wilder got more evidence than people know right now. But to talk about, Teddy Atlas real quick, because, like I said before, he came out and said Wilder this, Wilder that. The commission is there. How did Tyson Fury cheat when the commission is there? So he pretty much want to tell us, your eyes is lying to you. Believe the commission. Yeah, don't believe your eyes. It's 2020. You guys don't got 2020 vision. Believe the commission. That's what Teddy Atlas is telling us, Mr. Stevie Wonder of the boxing world. But think about it. That's equivalence of saying, like this is me reporting to Teddy. I'm telling Teddy, hey, Teddy, so-and-so bank got robbed. This bank got robbed. And he responded to me with, what? Man, that bank got top-notch security. That bank will never get robbed. There's no way the bank will get robbed because the security is top-notch. And I told him, like, no, man, I'm telling you, Teddy, the bank got robbed. And he's still trying to convince me that the bank can be robbed. I'm like, Teddy, there's no money in the bank. The money is gone. And you're still telling me the bank can't get robbed? This is what Teddy trying to convince the world. He trying to tell us, yeah, Tyson Fury didn't cheat. When we could clearly see with our own eyes that he did cheat because his glove is bending in 90 degrees, which is not physically possible for your wrist to bend in 90 to 100 degrees. Throwing a hook, not a flick jab, because Teddy, he tried to deflect and said a flick jab, you could bend it. Nah, that wasn't a jab, that was a hook. Teddy, I'm telling you, Teddy, he's starting, he remind me, I think when Roger Mayweather said, you don't know shit about boxing. I think he possibly was talking about Teddy because Teddy want to deflect. He want to act like he don't know nothing about boxing and say that was a flick jab when it was clearly a hook. I know he know the difference between a hook and a jab. And when he was throwing a hook, the glove was bending in 90 degrees. We could also see his fist, his knuckles printed on the fist. I challenge any decaf wizard to point out any fighter in history with their glove brand new of their knuckles printed, of a fighter knuckles printed on the glove. I challenge any decaf wizard to point out any fighter in history with their knuckles printed on the glove, like Tyson Fury gloves are, according, like Fury gloves are during, Wilder rematch. So, like I said before, he making no absolute sense, so on and so forth.
According to the last two decafs you knocked out, that I watched get smacked around in the ring, that they can prove that there are fighters in the history with gloves like that. I want to know where in the God-given hell, excuse my language, but what the, man, I don't, where? Like, dude sent a picture of Anthony Joshua. Name one Anthony Joshua fight that you see his gloves are rotating or his knuckles or even printed on the glove like that, fam. You're not, bro. In the Tyson Fury rematch, you can clearly see on the right hand that the knuckles are imprinted on the glove and that there's no padding in the glove. These are 10-ounce fighting gloves, fam.
And remember,
I don't understand.
And remember, these are brand new gloves. And also, you got to remember that this photo was taken by a photographer that took photos for Floyd, Pacquiao, Canelo, and all the big stars in the sport of boxing. So, this is 100% authentic photo. These decafs 100%. We'll probably go and take a photo from a fight and probably, photograph it and come back and holler at us. But they can never find the 100% authentic photo and show us that, it's equivalence of Tyson Fury, tampered glove during Wilder rematch. They can never do that. And I challenge all the decafs, and they still not able to do that. So you know, anything else you want to say? I got a lot of callers on the line, so you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I just wanted to add. I just wanted to add on to that. I just wanted to get out to all the decafs out there. You heard my brother AKHi. That's 100% fact. I don't understand what you decafs are talking about or trying to expose my boy. He knocks you decafs out with facts and logic. What he just said was logical and fact, and it can be proven. You know what I mean? That can be proven. I just wanted to add on that.
Yeah, they will say
in
anything.
order to be a professional.
Yeah, they will say anything.
I always say.
Yeah, they will say anything and everything.
Go ahead, brother.
Like I said, they will say anything and everything, but respond to the accusations with logical, you know, statements and facts. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, what they say is irrelevant. That's why they decaf. They don't got no cojones, man. So
dumb, casual ass fans. But it was like I was saying, in order to work for these independent sanctioned entities, they have to go through a lot of things in order to be approved by these sanctions, in order to be these photographers, you know what I mean? And when they take these photos, they have to go through all these bodies and all these rules and regulations and all these protocols in order for the photos to even be posted on the internet. So for people to be sitting here calling this man a liar and that people are just refusing to believe that Tyson Fury is cheating and that his gloves are 100%, those are his knuckles in that right glove. Y'all just really just delusional. Y'all just hot. Really, y'all just hot.
Let me tell you why. The answer is very simple. It's because Tyson Fury is on the hope list, so he got his hope insurance in his pocket. Deontay Wilder is on the coincidental list, and you best believe this is not a coincidence because it happened on more than one occasions, and you know history always repeats itself. But I appreciate talking with you, my brother. Always a pleasure talking with you. I'm gonna go ahead and try to knock a decaf out or two. All right, if I could get my hands on one.
Much love to you, AKHi. Much love to the OG swag. When I listen to the realest of the real, y'all know what it is. Decaf calling. We ain't letting go nothing. All love, AKHi.
All right, peace, my brother. Like I said, hopefully we get a decaf in the house. Oh shit, hold on. How you doing, AKHi? Who the citizen? Where you calling from?
What's up?
What's going on?
I'm in NC. What's good?
What's good? What you talk to me?
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know, ain't no decaf here. 151 proof.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna keep it hot with you, yo. Your boy, Deontay, he got his ass beat fair and square. I don't believe it was no cheat, none of that.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. So how you explain the glove bending in 90 degrees while he was throwing the left hook?
He hit him with his wrist.
But
open hand, like Muhammad Ali.
That was a flick jab. That was a flick jab. That's a flick jab, right?
He's just smacking him around. That's all.
But this is a flick jab, right? When you flick the jab, you do it like this in order to cut your opponent. That's what you call a flick jab, right? But this is a hook. Tyson Fury threw a hook, and his glove was bending in 90 degrees. You can see my hand right now. 90 degrees, it was bending from 90 to 100 degrees. So it's like this part right here. It's not physically possible for your hand to bend in 90 degrees. So how you explain that?
I mean, end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Even with that, you know what I'm saying? Like that first fight, Tyson was beating his ass for the whole.
Explain how the glove was bending in 90 degrees. I don't care if he was beating his ass while he was cheating. I know he was winning, but how he was cheating. Duh, we know he won. We know Tyson Fury beat Wilder the second time. But I'm asking you, you said that you don't think he cheated. So you should be able to logically explain how the glove was bending in 90 degrees, at least. I got multiple questions for you, but you gotta pass the first stage. We haven't passed stage 1 yet.
All right, stage one.
All right, let's go through stage 1. Let's go through stage 1.
My perspective on it is you can't believe the photos. That's what, like the other kid that said that. I was thinking the same thing.
So you don't believe your eyes?
You can't believe the photos.
You don't believe your eyes?
That's all propaganda and all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? He got his ass beat, yo.
So you don't believe your eyes when the glove was bending in 90 degrees? You don't believe your eyes?
You gonna believe pictures? You gotta be
It's a video. It's a video of Tyson Fury throwing a hook and the glove bending in 90 degrees. Hello?
Do we answer this? Do we have movies and all of that stuff with special effects?
Now hold on. This is 2020. This is 2020. Listen, this is 2020. But I'm saying this is 2020. And you acting like you Stevie Wonder in 2020. We can't have that. We cannot have Stevie Wonders that are blessed with vision in 2020 and they claiming like Stevie Wonders when they watching the video of Tyson Fury glove bending in 90 degrees, claiming that you don't believe photos. This is not a photo. This is a video. This is a video.
He has no skills.
This is a video. Okay, so why would Tyson Fury cheat against somebody that don't have skills?
He was doing a Muhammad Ali type of movement.
No, that Muhammad Ali, that was a flick jab. That's why you don't know shit about boxing. Muhammad Ali, that was a flick jab. He will rotate the jab in order to cut you. So that's what you call a flick jab. But Tyson Fury was throwing a hook. It was on footage. It was on during the fight. This is not photos. This is the actual footage of the fight. Hello?
You never seen Muhammad Ali smack people around with open hands.
Listen. I said I never seen a glove rotating. I never seen a glove rotating or bending in 90 degrees while throwing a hook. Have you seen that before? Have you seen that before?
Yeah, I've seen that.
All right, who?
Muhammad Ali.
No, that was a flick jab. That was a flick jab, and the glove was not bending in 90 to 100 degrees. Quit acting like you don't speak any English when you hear the truth.
I seen Muhammad Ali do it that way.
That was a flick jab. That was
other ways too. I seen him.
Who?
Like open wrist, like smacking.
Who?
Muhammad
Okay.
Ali, yo.
What are you talking about? All right, send me the photos. Ali. Send me the photos right now.
I'll send you like a video clip or whatever.
No. Send it to me right now. Send it to me right now. I want to show it to the world. Send it to me right now.
Oh my goodness! Hold up.
AKHi TV. AKHi_T.V. Go ahead and send it to me. Because we got our proofs in our pocket.
What?
You talking crazy. You talking crazy.
What, at Gmail?
Man,
at Gmail?
Go to Instagram, AKHi_T.V. Hit me up on Instagram. Send me the photos. Send me the footages. I want to show the world that what you're saying is false. Because there is no footages. Right. There is no video of any fighter in history with their glove bending in 90 degrees while throwing a hook. It's not physically possible. I'll put it on the glove right now. What you talking about is a flick jab like this. And Ali will twist it.
Not like
you know
that.
What I'm saying? He will twist it. And back in the day,
like he was smacking them.
See, back in the day, right here, the thumb was not attached to the glove. So when Ali will throw the flick jab, he will twist the jab. You know what I'm saying? So he will twist it to cut his opponent, but this right here is not attached. So he will try to cut you with the thumb. That's a veteran tactic. You know what I'm saying? But this is what you call a flick jab. You will twist it at the end. You know what I'm saying? So like that, and try to cut someone with the thumb. But now they got the thumb attached to the glove. That's why it's physically impossible for the glove to bend in 90 degrees while throwing a hook, not a jab. Again, it's all deflection tactics by these decafs and the old media. So you see my glove is brand new. You see how hard it is for the glove to bend in 90 degrees? It's not even 45 degrees. It's impossible. And this is not a jab. I'm talking about a hook. It's not possible. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still waiting on the photo, my brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it through once I get, I got to download Instagram. I don't be messing with that shit.
Yeah, you take it a long time, but all right. Well, during the meantime, how you explain Tyson Fury right hand? How you explain Tyson Fury right hand? We could clearly see Tyson Fury knuckles printed on the right glove. How you explain that?
I put it like this. I gotta see the actual video, untampered, all of that. I want to see the proof that it's not tampered with and none of that.
So you don't believe your eyes. 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 Hello.
No, I don't believe the photos.
No, the photos are 100% authentic. It was taken by a photographer. that confirm the photos are 100% authentic.
They get paid. They get paid to say whatever.
Okay, hold on. All right. Let me explain this to you. Let me explain. So okay.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people had money on that fight.
All right. Okay. So let me ask you the question this way. Do you agree that the picture on that, the gloves on that picture, them gloves look tampered with? You agree with that, right?
I mean, it probably wasn't really laced up the right fully.
No. We could see the knuckles right on the glove. So I'm asking you, since you believe the photo is not real, are you saying if the photo is real, then the gloves are tampered with?
I don't know if it's real. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, if I could prove to you, if I could prove to you, okay, hold on. If I could prove to you right now that the photo is real, then you agree that the right glove was tampered with because we could see his knuckles on the glove, which is impossible.
Who said the pictures?
Look, I'm asking you a simple question. I'm not. If I who is this, my brother? Who this is? Who is this? Who is this?
Who's what?
Who is this? Like who I'm talking to?
Oh, this is L.
L. All right, you about to take a capital L. So I'm gonna change your name to capital L. See how you respond to that question? You responded to that question right away. So I'm asking you a simple question. You see how you responded to that question? I want you to respond to my question the same way. If I prove to you that photo is 100% authentic, then you admit that you are admitting to the world that the right glove looked clearly tampered with in that photo, right? That's why you believe it's fake.
Put it like this: if Deontay believed that those
you're not answering the question. You're not answering the question. You're not answering the question, my brother. Okay, but you ain't answering the question though. You ain't answering the question. When I asked you your name, you told me your name in 2 seconds. When I ask you another question, you deflecting right now. If I prove to you that the photo is 100% authentic, all right? If I prove it to you, hold on. But if I prove it to you, you are admitting to the world that the photo, Tyson Fury right gloves in that photo look tampered with, right?
In the photo.
You are agreeing that them gloves look tampered with.
I'm not agreeing. I'm not agreeing.
So why you think? So why you think the photo is fake then? Why you think the photo is fake then? If you're not agreeing,
I don't know if it's real or fake. I'm not.
What? You ain't making sense. Hold on. Which one is it? It's either A or B. It's either A or B. You said that the photo. You told me right now. You said that you believe that the photo is fake. You believe the photo is Photoshop. That it ain't real because the glove look highly suspect, right?
It's a possibility. Yeah.
All right. So you
I don't put it past it.
You want what? You ain't making sense.
I said I don't put it past it being fake.
All right. So you are agreeing that them gloves on that photo that you believe is photographed look tampered with. You agree with that, right?
What photo? Because I can't even see from my phone.
The photo in which the photographer showed right Tyson Fury right glove. We could see his knuckles printed on the right glove. That photo.
I don't believe none of that stuff right there.
Man, you lost in the sauce, man. You lost in the sauce, man. You said the photo is fake because the glove looked tampered with in the photo, but you won't admit if the photo is real, the Tyson Fury cheated. What sense does that make? Now, let me inform you that photo by that photographer that's 100% authentic, it was posted on the website before the accusations even came out. It was posted right after the fight. So that the photographer could have never possibly did so, even if he wanted to. And he also confirmed that the photo was 100% authentic. But he was also paid right after the accusations came out and to take the whole gallery down. It ain't just one photo, it's the whole gallery. So with that being said, hey, I noticed you said this is L. I appreciate talking with you, capital L. Take this capital L and like I said, hopefully you learned something today, man. Take this L and I'll talk to you next time.
I learned that you don't really know
I learned that you don't know
about
shit boxing. That's what I learned.
about boxing.
You
Man,
better not duck me,
driving
son.
crazy.
You better not duck me, son.
You lost in the sauce, decaf. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he said his name is capital L. From now on, this decaf that called in today, his name is the capital L. But shout out to capital L for calling in. See, at least I'd rather have a decaf that have cojones to call in and talk. I hate to talk to people that don't even got cojones to call in. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about some. You know, the Nevada State Commission. They came out and responded to Deontay Wilder. So for all the people that's waiting on the line, I'm not gonna be able to take so many calls today because I'm really short on time. But I do got two more topics. Then I'm gonna pick up calls. But go ahead straight to it. Nevada State Commission responded to Wilder. Disappointed Wilder's statements are not true. Emphasize on the commission, you know, checking on the glove. They emphasize, hey, listen, the commission always check the glove, so on and so forth. But we know in the sport of boxing that the system is flawed. Excuse me. We know in the sport of boxing that the system is flawed because fighters cheated in the past, such as Margarito, such as Rusto, and even Maidana, Floyd Mayweather. He was telling the commission, and remember, these guys that work at the commission, they never box a day in their life. So, while Floyd is telling the commission, Maidana gloves look clearly tampered with. I could feel my knuckles right here, and then the commission guy will tell him, "Oh, the glove look okay to me." And Floyd looked at him silly, like, "Man, I done fought 1,000 times. You guys ain't gonna get no slick bullshit on me." And he had to pay $1.5 million so Maidana wouldn't cheat in his own home soil against a foreigner. That's what fighters on the coincidentalists deal with all the time. Like I said, Margarito cheated. The commission didn't do their job. Just like with Floyd Mayweather, the commission was going around telling gear makers that the glove was okay, while the gear makers was telling the commission, hey, this glove don't got no padding on it. During Margarito's situation, the commission was there. So how did Margarito cheat? Cotto Trainer was there. So how did Margarito cheat? Rusto, the commission was there. So how did Rusto cheat? So if they did not learn from Rusto's situation when he killed his opponent in the ring, because Margarito cheated right after that, why are we gonna assume all of a sudden now they actually doing their job when they never busted anybody in the past for cheating? And we know for a fact that multiple fighters in the past cheated. We know how corrupted the sport of boxing is. All you got to do, look at Dillian White overseas when he fought Oscar. He was on steroids. He supposedly had loaded gloves or tampered gloves. And he fought while he was on steroids. And he also fought with a pair of gloves that wasn't approved by the commission or Oscar team. So what I'm saying to you is, this is the type of corruption that's going on in the sport of boxing. Toxic Turkey, I respect what you do for the community. I appreciate the love and support. If you appreciate what I do, then you got to spread the movement. New media is about nothing but the whole absolute truth. The agenda is the whole absolute truth, and the truth is not pleasant. That's why the decafs hate the truth, but they will always come to find the truth. That's why they are here, but they all have no cojones to call in. So with that being said, if you want to show love and support, we should have at least 600 likes right now. We should, all my AKHis, if you care about Wilder and you want justice for Wilder, then share my videos Every time I'm exposing Tyson Fury, share my videos. That's the best way to bring awareness to the situation. Share it on Instagram, share it to your best friend, share it. I don't care who you share it to, just share it. So that's the best way to support is share and like. And also, like my man Toxic Turkey, you know what I'm saying? Throw that super chat. Always appreciate the love and support. You know what I mean? Shout out to OG Swag. My man telling you guys smash the like button. That's the OG in the house. So oh yeah, you are M8. You need some milk. You need some milk. That's what you need. Go ahead and call in. I challenge you to call in. Go ahead and drop your area code right now. I challenge you. But you here. That's what I mean. The truth don't have to find the decafs. The decafs come to find the truth. That's why they are here. But with that being said, have the commission ever busted anybody in the past? Answer that question. In the chat box, answer that question. Have the commission ever busted anybody in the past? I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. Have the commission ever busted anybody in the past? Absolutely not. Have fighters cheated in the past? Answer that question. Absolutely they did. So if fighters cheated in the past and the commission never busted anybody in the past, all of a sudden we're going to trust what the commission say when they came out and said that Wilder, they disappointed in his statement is not true, but they not explaining what's not true about Wilder statements. They're not explaining how Tyson Fury left gloves bending in 90 to 100 degrees. They're not explaining how could we see Tyson Fury bare knuckles printed on the right glove. They're not explaining how Tyson Fury caused Wilder head, caused the dent in Deontay Wilder head with his pillow-fisted hands when he never hurt anybody in the past. So if there's nothing true about his statements, we'll point him out. Point out what you guys disagree with Wilder. Because just like the decaf I knocked out earlier, what's his name? Capital L. You remember Capital L? He said he's going to send me some photos. I'm still waiting on the photos. To this day. And I haven't received anything. This decaf said, cheating photos or the footages, and I'm still waiting on them to this day. That's why the truth is undefeated, ladies and gentlemen. But like I said before, if you can't explain the accusations, then how are you going to disagree with the accusations? If you can't logically explain to me how the glove is bending in 90 degrees, how we could see you see Tyson Fury bare knuckles, and the dent in Wilder head. These are 3 accusations. We got to save the best for last. So, but like I said, when it comes to the commission, they put themselves in a tough predicament because now they pretty much part of the corruption. Now they putting themselves in the equation, saying things like we see nothing irregular when anything and everything we see is irregular. So I guess we see gloves bending in 90 to 100 degrees every day. I guess we see knuckles printed on gloves every day during fights. This ain't bare knuckle fighting. The fact that Tyson Fury cut off his camera in the dressing room, we see that every day. That's what the commission want to convince us. The same commission that was trying to tell and convince Floyd that Maidana gloves were A-OK. The same commission that didn't do their job against Margarito and Resto, in which it took their own teams like Shane Mosley trainer, Resto opponent trainer to bust these guys for cheating, not the commission. So I guess the commission are getting paid for doing absolutely nothing. So, last but not least, OG, make sure, The chat is, I mean, nobody's being disrespectful. Always put them on timeout, if you feel like anybody is disrespectful. I'm still waiting on a decaf to throw his number like a sniper. I wish a decaf would call in, man. You decafs don't have no cojones. Better stop playing with me. But so Joe Rogan came out and says Wilder accused Tyson Fury of having his fist in the palm area, but it is not correct. He said that's not correct. Easily provable. He sounded like Trump. That's what Joe Rogan sounded like. Easily provable. But he does not prove it. You can't make this up. How you gonna say it's easily provable? The world of boxing is upside down. The decaf wizards, they in the corner. Tyson Fury, he's speechless. He can't respond to none of the accusations by Deontay Wilder. And Joe Rogan is gonna come out and say that it's easily provable. So why doesn't he do the honor? Why doesn't he do the honor and be the hero of the century, proving Tyson Fury innocence? We're not asking Joe Rogan to perform a magic trick. All we asking Joe Rogan to do is logically explain how the left glove is bending in 90 degrees while he throwing a left hook, not a jab, not a flick jab, a left hook. How is the glove bending in 90 degrees? And how is Tyson Fury right glove in the second fight? How can you see his bare knuckle on the glove? How can you see Tyson Fury bare knuckle printed on the glove? Third question. How is it possible Tyson Fury dented Deontay Wilder's skull, which is physically impossible? The human knuckles will most likely break before denting someone's skull. What about Tyson Fury's sparring partner, Nicholas Asbury, that I had him on my show, Split Decision episode 59, in which he exposed Tyson Fury for tampering with gloves in sparring, and he had footages of Tyson Fury tampered gloves in sparring, in which he also found an egg weight somewhere in the glove, digged in there. So the glove, he said it was portion of the padding was removed, only the leather area was there, and he found an egg weight in the glove, right? So we have a witness, a victim, Tyson Fury own sparring partner. There's footages of Tyson Fury cheating in sparring, having his fist in the palm area when Tyson Fury was preparing for Deontay Wilder for the first fight. He obviously practiced in sparring, executes fight night. There's also a coach, an MMA coach, in fact, a Muay Thai coach, in fact, Asbury. He co-signed the allegations. He was a witness in training camp, and he said he witnessed Tyson Fury tamper with his gloves, and he called out Tyson Fury and his team for doing so. Therefore, help me comprehend. With doctors on the table, Wilder got a doctor, x-rays of multiple doctors showing him a dent on his head by Tyson Fury tampered or loaded glove. We got footages, evidence, witnesses, victims, coaches, all co-signing the allegations. And Joe Rogan is telling the world that it's not correct, easily provable. It's easily provable, man. That sounds like some Trump bull crap. That sounds like some Trump bull crap. I'm telling you that right now. You can't make it up. They will say anything and everything but respond to the actual accusation. If you disagree, I'm expecting you to explain why you disagree. I'm expecting you to logically explain to me and answer the million-dollar questions that Tyson Fury is being accused of. So if Tyson Fury don't have the answers, if Joe Rogan don't have the answers, then why is Joe Rogan disagreeing? Joe Rogan literally had Kanye West on the show. And we already know what Kanye is all about. Joe Rogan don't have the answers. Joe Rogan don't have the answers. You do not have the answers, Sway, and he should have known better. He had Kanye West on the show, so he already know what time it is. I'm pretty sure Kanye West already told him, you don't have the answers, Sway. You do not have the answers. So at the end of the day, Joe Rogan, he touched on and he talked about Fury, depression, but he won't talk about how he got there. Like I said before, they will say Tyson Fury, he went to depression, so on and so forth, but they won't tell you how he got there. The way he got there was not by beating Klitschko. The way he got there is by taking steroids and getting suspended. So after he won the biggest victory of his career against Klitschko, he got busted for taking steroids. He got suspended, in which he fell into depression because of that, because he couldn't pursue his dream anymore due to the fact that he got busted cheating. However, since he got the complexion for the connection in order to get the ultimate protection, old media switched the narratives by saying that Tyson Fury went to depression, but they won't point out how he went to depression. It's cool to promote Tyson Fury as this great story, but tell it how it is. Tell it that Tyson Fury cheated and he found his way back after cheating. People make mistakes. Nobody perfect. That's still a great story. But to act like he just went to depression for no damn reason, that don't make no logical sense for you to go to depression right after you get your biggest victory, after you earn all your millions, after achieving your ultimate dream, and you automatically go to depression. That makes no logical sense at all. He obviously got suspended for taking steroids, got suspended for multiple years. His hope insurance kicked in. He bribed a man to lie in court, Martin Carefoot, in which Martin Carefoot came out and exposed them. Then Tyson Fury got his mob boss that he's connected with to threat Martin Carefoot, in which Martin Carefoot came out and revealed to the public that my safety is threatened. People are sending threats to me. They're knocking on my door. So he stopped cooperating with Okada. So the fact that Tyson Fury relinquished his license proves it all. Now he reapplied for the license because now Okada is not knocking on his door anymore. Since Martin Carefoot, he dropped the accusations, the allegations, and he stopped cooperating with Okada because of the fact that his life was threatened. His safety was threatened. He came out and said, I had nothing but trouble since the beginning of this. So I already told the truth. So the truth is out there. I just didn't want to die with guilt. But again, Tyson Fury Hope Insurance is better than Geico, but they rather talk about his depression story. Oh man, this and that, but they won't talk about the facts. They won't point out how Tyson Fury strategically cheated throughout his whole career. Deontay Wilder, arguably the hardest puncher of all time, he ain't did nobody head. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury, he's over here denting people's heads left and right now. When he supposedly have pillow fisted hands, he never hurt nobody in the past. He never knocked out anybody devastatingly. However, now all of a sudden he put a dent on Wilder's head. What sense does that make? Now let that sink in. I mean, you got Luis Ortiz, who hit 3 times as hard as Tyson Fury because, Joe Rogan was talking about Tyson Fury's strategy in the rematch. He was trying to give Tyson Fury credit for his strategy instead of pointing out the fact that he cheated. You want to say he was victorious because of his strategy. So let's talk about his strategy. You telling me Luis Ortiz, he applied pressure in both of the rematch and the first fight. He hit 3 times. He hit 3 times as hard as Tyson Fury. He couldn't do nothing to Wilder. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury hit Deontay Wilder with 3 jabs and 1 right hand, automatically stopped him. Automatically had him on wobbly legs. We all know what happened. The man clearly tampered with his gloves. That's why they will say anything and everything but respond to the actual accusations because they do not have the answers. And Kanye West should have told Joe Rogan, you do not have the answers. You don't have the answers, Sway. So I don't know why Joe Rogan came out and said something when he don't have the answers. He should stick to UFC because he clearly
You don't know shit
about boxing.
about boxing. You better not.
When Roger Mayweather said,
You don't know shit
about boxing.
about boxing. You better not. You don't know shit.
This is the people he was referring to. They want to talk about Tyson Fury's size. Size and power are two different things. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, you know, Tyson Fury Hope Insurance, you know, it definitely covers everything. You know what I mean? But we'll go ahead and, you know, pick up one more call. Let me see if I got it. Decaf in the house. Yeah, absolutely. Taking illegal drugs is cheating. Right. This is the crazy part, my brother. IG, you got to remember, Tyson Fury put Deontay Wilder life on the line. This was an attempted murder. This is a big story. This is a big case. This is a big situation. But the double standards are so real. This is the reflection of politics in the sport of boxing. They treating Wilder like the George Floyd of boxing because Tyson Fury attempted murder on Deontay Wilder, but they rather talk about Deontay Wilder costume when that was taken out of context because, like I pointed out earlier, Wilder, he said that he felt like he was drugged because the suit even felt heavy. He didn't say the costume felt heavy. He said that the costume felt heavy because he felt like he was on drugs. He never made an excuse when it came to the costume. If Wilder wanted to make an excuse, wouldn't you think he would say, "Oh, well, I had a bicep injury. I mean, I'll blame it on my bicep." He could have went that route, and he had proof of that. You could see his bicep injury before the fight, but he never mentioned anything about the bicep injury. Matter of fact, it was Wilder's sparring partner that brought that to the table. Wilder his words was taken out of context by, you know, a reporter that said that he liked to put his words differently because he sold the story better. Wilder said the suit felt heavy because he felt like he was drugged. However, the reporter ran with them statements and he took his words out of context. But like I said before, ESPN, Max Kellerman, you got to remember, Max Kellerman and you know, Stephen A. Smith, they clowned Deontay Wilder when it came to that costume excuse. Man, they dragged him through the mud. They made fun of him in front of the whole world. However, when it comes to an attempted murder, boxing is already dangerous enough. And we have Tyson Fury try to take Deontay Wilder's life away by upping the cheating scale when it comes to the rematch by tampering with the right and left glove. However, they will ignore that. They haven't talked about it until this day.
To this day. To this day.
Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman will rather talk about ridiculous statements that was taken out of context than a Deontay Wilder video in which he accused Tyson Fury of cheating. Why we didn't see, you know, First Take, Max Hypocrisy Kellerman, and Stephen A. Smith respond to Deontay Wilder or react at least to Deontay Wilder accusations? Why we haven't seen that? When that's an attempted murder, when that should be taken very seriously. But that's why I told you guys before, that Hope Insurance is better than Geico. It's truly fully covered. You could cheat and they will cover your track record. You could take an L and they will erase your loss like they did with Lomachenko. The Hope Insurance will cover everything. It's truly fully covered. That's why Maximum Hypocrisy and Stephen A. Smith won't talk about it. That's why Joe Rogan will rather deflect instead of talking about it, responding to the actual accusations. That's why all the decafs that called in will say anything and everything but respond to the actual accusations. They will respond with ridiculous statements, make ridiculous assumptions, say things that logically make no sense instead of responding to the actual accusations. They won't respond to how a brand new glove, while throwing a hook, not a flick jab, not a flick jab, a hook, how it could possibly bend in 90 degrees. This is me trying to bend my hand in 90 degrees as much as I can, right? This is as much as I can. Do you see the left glove bending in 90 degrees? Or the right glove? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is equivalence of me throwing a hook with an open palm that like they trying to claim. So do you guys see my glove right here? Absolutely no. It's physically impossible with a brand new glove for your glove to bend in 90 degrees or 90 to 100 degrees, in fact. Your wrist got to be broken. You can't, man, this can't bend to this place right here with a brand new gloves, then land like this. That makes no logical sense. It makes no logical sense. That's why it's not possible. That's why Tyson Fury haven't responded to it. All he got to do is display it on footage, show us how his glove was bending in 90 degrees, but he clearly had his palm. I mean, he clearly had his fist in the palm area. That's why you guys can't show me any fighter in history with their right glove, their knuckles printed on their gloves, on the right gloves. You can never find me any fighter in history with his knuckles printed on the right glove. This was an attempted murder. He dented Deontay Wilder's head. He could have took his life, and the media should be just as ashamed as Tyson Fury for covering up for Tyson Fury, since he got the complexion for the connection to get the ultimate protection. So, with that being said, like I said before, Wilder is definitely going to have to take Tyson Fury to court. The reason why he haven't did so is because he want to get the trilogy match. He want to get his revenge with his right hand. Tyson Fury, he stay eating that wild boar, that contaminated meat that's not allowing his cojones to grow. That's why he don't want to prove his innocence. That's why he not responding to the accusations. That's why he's trying to avoid Wilder for the third time, when now the fight is bigger than ever, because he knows he's going to get exposed in front of the whole world. The man literally lost his life in the rematch. I mean, in the first fight when he got dropped. He said it himself. He said, I could have lost my life that night. Even though he cheated with his left hand. That's why he had to up the scale when it came to cheating. And like I said, Wilder is such a warrior, though, he'd rather get his revenge in the ring. But if he can't, he will sue Tyson Fury. For right now, they trying to they actually, like I said before, they brought a retired judge out of retirement to mediate the rematch clause. If that won't do, if Tyson Fury, gives up his WBC strap in order to avoid justice, in order to avoid Deontay Wilder in the ring for the third time, because he refuses to fight Deontay Wilder on an even playing field, instead of proving his innocence in the ring, even though he claimed it was such an easy fight, Wilder don't got no skills, so on and so forth, then Wilder will definitely sue him, and he going to cash out, because once you go to court, you're going to have to answer for your crime. You can't deflect. Because now they're going to put the photographer that took the photos down, the photos down on the stand. They're going to ask him the $1 million question, why you took the photos down. They're going to put Nicholas Asbury on the stand. They're going to put the coach, Asbury, on the stand. The multi-coach, the legendary coach, when he witnessed Tyson Fury cheating, and he co-signed the allegations. They're going to put the doctors on the stand. They're going to put Tyson Fury on the stand. They're going to ask him the $1 million question, how was the glove bending in 90 degrees? And he going to have to answer the question, because if he don't, he automatically guilty. If you can't explain and prove that you innocent in the court of law, you can't deflect. If you can't explain why the hell we could see your knuckles printed on the glove, you're automatically guilty. So using the troll's talk point is not going to fly in court, is what I'm trying to say. So it's case closed for Deontay Wilder all day. That's why Tyson Fury, he better pray that this don't go to court. He should be pushing for the trilogy fight instead. But again, he don't have no cojones. He don't want to face Deontay Wilder for the third time because he knows karma is real. What goes around come back around, and you never know. That body that Wilder kept talking about, the way destiny might work, it could be Tyson Fury. That's why he's afraid. This big 6'9" man, you don't got no cojones. That's why he had to cheat in order to get in the ring. That's why he took steroids in the past. This is the same guy y'all defending, a cheater, a fighter that have no honor or integrity to put somebody life at risk that blessed him and brought him out of retirement and gave him a 50-50 split when he was a freaking nobody after he came out of retirement, out of cheating. So with that being said, that's why, like I said before, Tyson Fury got the ultimate connection, for that protection. So with that being said, I appreciate the love and support, but old media, all the decafs, I appreciate the love. And Andrew, old media, all these decafs, we showing them the evidence. We showing them, a footage of Tyson Fury glove bending in 90 degrees. We showing them the right glove. We showing them the dent. It's multiple evidence. The evidence overwhelming. We got witnesses, doctors, coaches, victims, so on and so forth. The list goes on and on. It's a mountain of evidence, and all they have to respond with is, "Oh well, even though it's 2020, man, I feel like Stevie Wonder today. I feel like Stevie Wonder. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm blessed with having a vision." Instead of responding to the actual accusations, all these decafs, they want to troll instead. They rather deflect instead because they don't have the answers. The media rather deflect. They rather talk about anything and everything than respond to the $1 million accusations. But in court, that's not going to fly because, see, like I told you, this is equivalence of a bank get robbed. If a bank get robbed, and I'm telling you that the bank got robbed, and you're trying to convince me, well, listen, man, they got the best security, man. There's no way the bank got robbed. And I'm telling you, like, nah, bro, the bank got robbed. You still don't believe me. I'm like, you don't believe me? Well, check your bank account. Check your bank account because the bank is pretty much bankrupted. There's no money in the bank. There's $0 in the bank. The bank completely got robbed. And this person's still trying to convince me they got the top-notch security. You know what I'm saying? This is equivalence of this situation right now. They're trying to tell us the commission is there. The commission is there. But they can't logically explain the tampered glove, the bending, and all the above. So with that being said, I appreciate the love and support. I'm actually have a show, I believe I will say, I think I'm going to have Bill Haney on tomorrow, but I'm also have a show for Crawford versus Kell Brook this upcoming week. So just stay tuned, subscribe, and click on the notification bell to get notified. So subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter by the minute. If you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't, and listen to these decafs, the dumb casual ass fans that don't know shit about boxing.
You don't know shit about boxing. You better not duck me, son. You better not duck me, son.
And call in. Subscribe, click on the notification bell, and to be continued on the next episode of AKHi TV. My brother said Fury a clown. Wilder clearly got cheated. Joey, for sure. I promise you that. Next split decision, you got me first with a Devin Haney topic. We're going to definitely talk about it, so I'm going to hold you to it. All right? Subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified when I do go.
gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man. Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
I bear witness, there's only one God, Allah, and Muhammad is his final messenger. That's what I said, Larry, on the Bungle fight. Thanking you.
They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.